Peace, family. Today we're going to learn to use the NuMark PT01 Scratch as a sampling companion with the AKAI MPC Beats digital audio workstation. Let's check it out.
He don't want drama, he don't want woe. He just want commas, he just want more. I can pass space in his bags, in his pockets here. Put you on your.
So, when I first purchased the NuMark PT01 Scratch, I really purchased it so that I can learn how to scratch. That was something that I felt that I needed to add to my repertoire as a hip hop producer because, honestly, that's part of the essence of hip hop music. The scratch, the samples, the scratch, so forth. I initially bought it just so that I could learn, myself how to scratch. I didn't really want to spend a whole bunch of money on a set of Technique 1200s or any other type of, DJ equipment. When I found out about that NuMark PT01 Scratch, I figured, man, this would be a good way for me to learn. Another thing that I was considering was getting one of those DJ controllers. NuMark also makes DJ controllers as well. So I looked into it and I saw that the PT01 Scratch, it only cost like close to $130. It was a real, it was a steal. And when I watched some videos about it, and I saw that you can do the same thing in terms of scratching that you can do on on a real, on some real tables. So I say, you know what? Let me grab this PT01 Scratch so I can learn how to scratch. I've been practicing with it, but I still haven't developed at it. But that's my initial purpose for buying it. Then I thought, what if I can use it to get samples from it? What if I can use it to get samples from it? So I investigated, and I saw that it was, it was a USB. So even though it can stand alone and I can plug it in and scratch on it, the USB also allows me to connect it to MPC Beats. So what we're gonna learn right now is I'm gonna show you how to do that because you definitely can use it for samples. I've done some beats with it using it for samples, and that's what we're gonna cover right now. Oh, the NuMark PT01 Scratch, since it has USB, the first step to using it for a sample is to locate the USB jack, which will be, this is the front and the top of the machine. It will be to the left of the machine. It will be right next to the gain, a gain control and a stereo input. So we just plug in. The first step, we plug in our USB cord. And if you have a computer, a PC, or a Mac, then you can just plug it into any one of your USB jacks at the back of the machine. The next step, of course, will be to just go ahead, open up the NuMark PT01 Scratch. Turn on the power button, which is to the right of the machine. There's a switch. You flip that switch, turn on the power button. That will be the next step. Log into whatever digital audio workstation you're going to log into. The digital audio workstation I'm logging into, of course, is MPC Beats. And first thing you do is go ahead and choose your template that you're going to use. I'll just choose a basic template. And, once the template loads, then we go to the next steps. Okay, so we have our loaded template. Now what we will do is when we go to the top of the screen with our mouse, we see where it says MPC Beats. We want to click that. And then we want to go down to where it says Preferences. Click that. In Preferences, it has, in mine, I have my output as my Scarlett Solo. But the input has to be something different. Although the input says Scarlett Solo, I have to make my input. Once I click on the arrow, the down arrow for input, it'll show USB audio codec.
That's the NuMark PT01 Scratch. So click on USB audio codec and then hit OK. Now what you do to actually sample is you go to the top screen that has different icons. One icon resembles a record player. If you just hover over that icon, it will say sampler, command +8. Click on that sampler. So now we're in the sampler screen. So to actually get the sample, we need to first get a record, a vinyl record. And once you put the vinyl record on the NuMark, oh, pardon me, it's something I forgot. So on the sample screen, you'll see a set of pads. Those pads actually work in conjunction with whatever kind of MIDI keyboard or MIDI controller you're gonna use. And right beside that pad, you'll see where it says monitor off. You have to click that on for monitor in. And once you do that, the record actually plays. Let's find a sample. Okay, we'll use that. So what you got to do is just click ARM. Click it again when you're ready to stop the sample. And then right now, a box comes up. You can actually title the sample what you want to. I'm not going to keep the sample, but I will show you just how to edit it really quickly. Now that we have the sample all recorded from the NuMark PT01 Scratch, now all we have to do now is just we can chop it up. We can chop up the slices if we want. For instance, like this. We can add another slice. So we got a slice here. And then we can add another slice. We can add another slice. Yeah, and from there we can. We can just add slices. However many we want to add. And yeah, and we can utilize those slices as a part of a beat. Yeah, we can change the pitch of those slices. Right here where we have all these functions, we can just discard it if we're not pleased with the sample itself, or delete it. We can extract things from it. We can extract it. We can normalize it, meaning we can change the sounds, or we can make it sound louder or lower. We can throw it in reverse if we want to. See, we can reverse it. We can fade it in, fade it out. We can change the pitch, time stretch it, all type of things we can do. We can manipulate it just like, any of those analog MPC, those analog MPC consoles. So yeah, that's all I have. Just showing you real quick, real simple, how to use the NuMark PT01 Scratch for something other than just scratching. It can be used for samples. It also can be used to add scratches as well. Not just scratching live, but you can actually use it for scratches, to put scratches on your songs as well. So that's something else we're going to look at. All right, that's all I have for today. Peace.